Try that again. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Sunlaw Studio and we're officially live. It looks like the camera's not showing, so let me see if I can fix that real quick. I've been running into technical difficulties all the way tonight. Yes, I have. Let's see if it'll work. There we go. Okay. Keto, hello, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. It looks like everything is operable now. Trigger fire didn't work. How are you? And then, you know, just all that stuff, you know, it all just happens. Right? Like, yeah. I don't know if the duck worked. But I'm not, yeah, I'm just making sure everything works as it should. You never know. There's Nightfire. Yay! How exciting! Awesome. So we are back. It's been a little bit. It's been a whole week. We went camping again, and I have some pretty cool stuff that I brought back with me. So I'm gonna start working. Hi. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I really missed streaming painting. Now getting back into this is always kind of a challenge after it's been a little while. But I did kind of take notes to myself for when I next wanted to work on this. And the first thing that I actually want to address is the eye gleam right here on the third head that's breathing fire. I kind of want to change that up a little bit. I want to actually bring it forward a little bit like the other dragons. So I feel like it's kind of not exactly where it needs to land on the face. And that's going to bother me if I don't fix it. But the rest of it actually is working out pretty okay. So that's good. That's awesome. Yeah, and then I've got some environmental stuff that I kind of want to at least get started on. So I feel like for the most part, like the underpainting is pretty good. This is pretty fleshed out here. We've got some cactusy looking features. So before I get into detail, I think it would be a good idea to probably just continue on the underpainting stuff. Yeah, super exciting. And that means I have to put... I'm dropping stuff. I'm so clumsy. I have to put some paint on my palette. That's how we start things, typically. It'd be really cool if I could just beam the paint on with my brain. With my mind power. That would be really neat, but unfortunately I don't have those powers. Keto, how are you doing tonight? Shortly after you left, something stung or bit me on the back. So I've got this burning sensation on my back. That cortisone cream came in handy that we got for camping because I ended up having to use that for the thing that I got on my back now. It was like a piercing sensation and now it's been burning for hours. So I definitely know something bit or stung me. But the cream does kind of help relieve some of that, so I haven't had any other like problems or anything, so I figure it'll probably just go away on its own, no biggie. Pretty good, that's great. How are tips going tonight? Let's get ourselves some. You know what? You wouldn't know it, but vermilion is very important for mixing up some natural green hues. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't guess it. So we gotta have all of our blues in there. I love ultramarine. Stomach was gurgling, but good now. Yeah, so for anybody listening to the VOD or anybody who might be here, Keto, a little earlier, did the 2022, what is it called? It's a hot chip. It's a challenge. It's a single chip that they send you. It's a Carolina Reaper chip. And it's extremely hot. And it's the new challenge. And he just ate one little chip. And it turned his tongue blue as proof that he ate it. And yeah, he got video of it and everything. And oh my gosh, Pocky, that's what it's called, Pocky. One chip challenge, 2022, hot stuff, man. So spicy. You could see it on him. He was torturing himself, and his stomach just turned against him. You know, I guess that's just something that would happen when you eat something super spicy like that, typically. I eat spicy stuff a lot. Now, I have not eaten that chip, and I've never had Carolina Reaper, so I don't know anything about that. But I just eat your typical spicy stuff all the time, and I don't have any stomach problems whatsoever. Poor Keto, he's plagued by the stomach problems, even from just jalapeno, so you can only imagine the agony. The agony after one of those chips, you know. I can only imagine. Agonizing. Alright, there's all of our colors here on our palettes. Oh, it looks like the palette cam is not connecting, so, Lemon Fluff, hi! Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, it looks like our little hand cam or palette cam isn't connecting. So usually what that means is that the MAC address re-rolled itself, so I just have to kind of change like one or two variables. It's really not too hard, it just takes a second. Like I go into my sources. How was your birthday? Oh, thank you! My birthday was pretty good. Keto, he ended up, let me get the cam corner, hold on. Let's go ahead and go, cam corner, hand cam, we're gonna go properties. We go to the properties, and then we gotta change it, so our MAC address has re-rolled to... Oh, I think I know what the problem is. I'm not on my Wi-Fi, I'm on my mobile data right now, so it has to connect by changing it up. Okay, now it should connect. 168. Let me just check, alright, cam, corner, paint cam. Let's see. Ha! There it goes. Okay, it is connected. There it is. Love theme. Yes. Happy birthday. Did it not work? Hold on. It did? Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I was actually struggling a little bit with Trigger Fire earlier just because it needed a refresh, I guess. You never know with these things, right? But I think that they're super fun to do, like automated stuff. It's really, really fun for me to have all of those features and things like that. I did actually make an option now for people who are not as fond of like, say, all of those fun little features and things like that. Lots of overlays and stuff. There's people that are just not really interested in those types of things, and I respect that. I do. I respect that. So I have made a new points redemption that essentially what it does is it makes it so that everything is full screen main cam. It gets rid of the hand cam, it gets rid of the announcements, Sunla. It's just another theme, basically. It can only be redeemed once. But it gets rid of all of that stuff, all of the chats, on the screen and everything like that just isn't there anymore. So that's just something that you can do if you're not really a fan of all the distracting stuff. I personally really pour my soul into making all of the assets to make these themes possible, but I do imagine that they're a little bit distracting for some folks. Like I said, I definitely respect that, so I just wanted to put a little option in there for people who want the themes removed from time to time. Yes, but I won't do that all the time. I used to have some people pop into my stream, way back before I was affiliate, and I've had a person basically say, like when I first started and I was on the floor and all that, they said that my stream was a breath of fresh air because every other stream has all these overlays and things like that. And you know, I was thinking, yeah, like I don't have overlays and stuff like that because I don't understand it. Like I can't figure it out. But once I figured it out, man, I went crazy with it because it's such a really, really cool thing that you can make that stuff, right? So, I mean, I really definitely respect Dragon Face. I definitely respect that some people are just not as interested in that sort of aesthetic. But, you know, yay! I love that you guys can use the follower emotes. There's the Pikachu! There was a bit of a glitch on Twitch. That's funny. A bit ago where the follower emotes wouldn't show on mobile anymore. Like they were showing on mobile, like they finally added the feature and then it disappeared again. Which was like super sad because I was so excited that they appeared on mobile. But once they appeared again, that was really cool. Yeah, so super cool. Fun Twitch stuff. Features and things like that. Also, a new feature from Twitch. Shout out to Twitch making some actual positive changes. As of today, in effect today, and I actually utilized it because it's really cool. Actually, I think I want this going the other direction. I think I'm gonna go ahead and block out some of this. Anyways, Twitch has made it so that you can actually use tags in your stream that aren't the default tags that they have. They have like normally they have a list of tags that you can choose from, which is very, very silly. YouTube's coming for them. Yeah, they're up in their game though, and you know what? They're ahead of it. YouTube, I feel like has a bit of a way to go with their live streaming before I would really even consider going over to YouTube. They like really lack a whole bunch of features and things like that make streaming so fun for me on Twitch. But yeah, having competition is a very healthy thing, right? Because it breeds innovation. Competition, it's very, very good. It's very, very good to have. Yay! So did the poof poof sound not go off? It sounds to me like the chat box not really making noise. Or maybe it is, and I'm just not really hearing it. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Alright, let's see. Sounds. I want to make sure that they're making noise, because I can't... You heard it? You heard the poof poof sound? Okay, good. That's so weird. It was, it's not playing on my speakers anymore, which is super strange. That's not normal. Sound files. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go with it and just say there's Painter Penguin. He's so cute. And he's so much fun. You guys are the best, utilizing all the fun features. I really put my soul into the features. You know what I need to do, though, is I need to put my soul into some good emotes. Because I'm kind of lacking on that. Crack-a-lackin'. I love him. Aww. You're so sweet. And super supportive. Yeah. So for my birthday... Painter Penguin! So much Painter Penguin. He's so featured. He's so featured and loved. Yeah, so for my birthday... Alright, Keto and I, we ended up just, you know, kind of vegging out and having some, like, donuts and ice cream, and, oh, it was so nice. I honestly feel kind of bloated and kind of icky from all the stuff I've been eating. And then he's bringing home pizza tonight, so that of course isn't gonna help all that much, but I appreciate that. And he asked me if I should, you know, I said yes. It just makes it easier for me, because then I don't have to cook. Yay, Celestial theme! Woo! Woohoo! Okay, so let's go ahead and put some, well, actually I already have red on there. I think what I'm going to do now is start using like a larger brush. And we're just gonna start making some, let's get like a nice flat, this one feels kind of rickety, like it's falling apart. I don't think I'm much of a fan of that in particular, so I think maybe I'm just gonna go with a different brush altogether. I definitely need new brushes. Yeah. Dorito! Oh, pizza! It's supposed to be pizza. Hilarious. Yes. Oh, my eyes are killing me, dude. Who else has allergies that make your eyes profusely burn in water? Because I most certainly do. I didn't used to when I was younger. But then, I don't know what happened. I guess I got a little bit older, and, yeah, I mean, my body just decides, hey, my eyes are just gonna sting for a while. Like, I don't know. It's not fun. Definitely not a fan of that whole thing. Probably make this a nice dark color. Oh, is that pineapple on pizza? Oh my gosh. Who would do such a thing? That is so disgusting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not bothered by pineapple on pizza. I've had it all. I've had that. I've had, obviously, if you know me with my fish, I've definitely had anchovies. I do like anchovies. They're pretty alright. Sardines. Sure, they're bigger and beefier and more fishy. Somehow, some way. That's what they are. Gotta make this dark. Really dark. A lot darker. Maybe it's those chickens. Those chooks. The chickens. Yes. Oh, I love my chickens. Oh my gosh. So when I go camping, the last few times I've gone camping, you can only imagine how emotional my chickens were coming back. they were so, oh my gosh. So, you know, I've been curious for a little while and just, you know, completely forgot to look it up and just kind of look into, like, the science behind it and everything like that. But, my chickens, sweet little girls, nice chooks, crazy ladies, silly dinos, I guess they pin their eyes like certain parrots do when they're feeling high emotion. And so I had to look it up because those chickens, they get so emotional and you can tell by their face, and they're just like sitting on my lap or something, or, you know, just hanging out with me, and they've got the love in their eyes, and their little pupils, they like shrink and like change size and get big and stuff. But they mostly shrink down and like flicker. And so I had to look up to see if chickens did the eye pinning thing like parrots do to kind of show emotion, or it just kind of happens involuntarily when they feel high emotion. And they absolutely most certainly do. So isn't that interesting? Fun fact, right? Chickens are pretty interesting. I mean, birds in general. I'm just, you know, a bird nerd. You know that. You know that much. Yeah. I most certainly am. And Keto, he got me, this is totally off topic, he got me, for my birthday, he got me some black gesso, and it's not totally random. That's something that I actually was really hoping to get. So shout out to Keto for that, because my next painting I'm definitely going to start out with black gesso. And starting from black and adding color, you can make some really, really cool effects and get that underpainting done really, really easily. And I think it might just be my new norm, is just starting from just a black canvas. I feel like that is going to actually be really good for painting. Super excited about it. Yeah, nice colors. Get some more natural colors going on in there as well. Gonna kind of go a little bit fast with our painting over here. Get yourselves a good spritz in on the canvas. Just try to keep things hydrated as much as possible. But yeah, my gosh, those choops though, they're so funny, and they were like, Coco, she's not really one who wants to be picked up. The other girls love being picked up and babied and even like put on their backs and, you know, just held like babies. But Coco, she's not a fan of it, and she will voice it to you. She doesn't want to be picked up, and she'll talk about it, you know. She makes her box and she makes her sounds, and she'll like talk gently about it, but if you don't listen to her, she'll get louder. She's very respectful about it, and she's patient, but she doesn't want to be picked up. So I respect that. But when I came back, she was just like wanting to see me, and she was just trying to get closer and stuff. And so I picked her up and gave her a big old hug, and she was just happy as can be. She dug her head into my chest and just like made like her quiet sounds. Like she was just so, like she had so much to say, you know, like oh, you were gone, this and this happened. It's like she's chatting to me, you know. That's how it felt anyway. She's so sweet. Coco's a talker. She talks a lot. A lot like me. I talk a lot. But yeah, she's so good. And of course Nestor, she's kind of a grumper, but she was really, really happy to see me. They all just were super emotional for a while. And Paco too, my gosh. He's been demanding his morning snuggles a lot more. Yep, I came back and he needs morning snuggles again. And he's been super satisfied because I've definitely been giving him the morning snuggles. He's really happy about it. He's such a good boy. Yep. And my daughter, she handled camping so well. She did a very good job camping. There were certain things, of course, she's very scared of like certain noises and things like that. Like extremely. I suppose, I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. She's a little off-put by sounds of like thunder, and so she's and that's putting it lightly. I mean, you know. She's definitely scared because there was weather, but you know, we got through it. That's all there is to say about that. Yeah, we got through it. And you know, she, even just with the cars passing by, she's just like, what's that noise? And she gets so scared, bless her heart. She's my sweet girl. She's scared as she could be, just from noises, just from little sounds. Very, very scary to her. Yeah. But we survived. You know how that is. But she did great camping. She enjoys the like the outdoors and just being out there, and she enjoyed playing with the kids at the playground and stuff nearby, of course. Took her there. We met some pretty fantastic folks. They were interesting characters. They sure were. Yep, there were some older folks, and they brought their kids. They had 3 kids there, and those kids, boy, they had energy, and they demanded that I play tag with them. So, you know, my old self, I'm playing tag, and you know, just not able to keep up with those kids. I was surprised. They were jumping up on tables and stuff like that, and just rowdy little chillin'. Yeah. It was really quite something. And yeah, and Robin, she didn't understand really the rules or anything like that of tag, but she just kind of played the way that she could play, and that was really cool. Yep. Yeah. It was fun, and I found some really cool stuff. So, in my announcements, you may or may not notice that I brought back some things, little things from camping, and I brought back petrified wood. Quite a bit of it, actually. I brought back like a really cool coral that I found, and you know, I am in Arizona, so you might be thinking coral in Arizona and like the desert, like you're not even anywhere near the ocean, and you would be right to be questioning that. But I assure you that it is actually something that you can do out here. You can find fossilized, old fossilized ocean life from millions of years ago. Hundreds of millions of years ago. Super, super cool. So, yeah. Coral from the Indian Sea. so old. It's really just incredible knowing that that's, you know, that was the way it was back then. Oh, the Arizona was just submerged in ocean. Yeah. Completely submerged. And you will find like coral and clams and just other ocean life in the form of fossils out here if you're looking in the right place. You really do have to be looking in the right place, but it is something that you will find. And you absolutely can find, and there are places where it is a lot more likely you'll find them. And a lot of people don't really seem to know that you can find these wonderful artifacts of ancient history, you know? Just, yeah. Just incredible. Indian Ocean, yeah. Just incredible stuff. The fact that you can find that out here, it's truly mind-boggling. The chunk that I ended up finding was pretty sizable too. I was really happy about that. I had found coral from out here before. Lots of little bits and fragments of petrified coral. And just... it's really not like a ton. But just little bits and pieces. And so yeah, but I found one really nice, smoothed out, pretty sizable chunk before. This one is even bigger, and it's kind of an interesting shape it's got to it. I was hearing a sound outside, so I had to stop and listen. It spooked me for a moment there. Sure did. Yep. I was like, who's there? Nothing's there. It might be a cat or something. Now those scorpions are getting some revenge on us or something, because I got a little stinger. I mean, it could be a bite or something, or it could just be a small sting again from another scorpion. My last live stream that I did, I was doing it without realizing I had been stung by a scorpion, or a small scorpion, in my ankle pre-live stream. So I felt something pierce me, and it felt pretty similar to a past sting that I had before, but it was so light and didn't really feel like much that I didn't really think about it. So, you know, I just kind of continued on and just whatever. I was like, well, it must have been something. Maybe I'm just like going crazy or something, or maybe it's just one of those weird like phantom pains, like your nerves just kind of go crazy and like whatever for some reason, for just a split second, and then you're fine. But then I found a baby scorpion in my boots later on, the next day, and it was dead because I trampled it, I guess. And it had been in there. I suppose I had a little visitor in my shoe without realizing it, and got a little sting on my ankle, but it was a very, very small one, and I mean, it was so small. But now I have another little pierce that's on my back, but this time it kind of burns a little bit. It's been like that for a few hours. But the good news is I got some cortisone on me, so I don't have to feel it that much. It's quite a bit nicer with that. Now this is fun. See, we're actually adding some variation in color here. So, so it's starting to look a little bit like an actual like an actual sky or like an actual environment, which is really important because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make an environment. Let me do that. Absolutely. Some rich blue right there. Just a dab of, just a little dab of cobalt blue. It is extremely opaque, and it just goes on nice and thick and kind of blocks out those layers underneath. I'm painting my easel itself. Yep, here we go. Alright. We're going to try to go around a little bit around this fire. Now, it won't be completely perfect or anything like that, but that's okay. We kind of have like the general area that's supposed to be. So we are definitely going over all that stuff too a bit later, so none to worry at all. Yes, and we have to kind of get down some atmospheric perspective here in the mountains and make them kind of blue. You don't want them to kind of look too much like foreground objects, so gotta make them blue. And this over here, I'm just gonna kind of stain the canvas and then go over that a little bit later. Yeah. Boy, I could be a nature photographer. That's something I feel would be super peaceful and super adventurous and fun. To go out and go on fun little expeditions so that I can get some photography in. Kind of already do that with my phone. And while we go camping and stuff like that, which is super fun. Super fun. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of extend the sky down to here. No, it's not sky right here, but it's good to kind of paint that color right there anyways. Gotta get some atmospheric perspective, so it's gonna kind of fade into blue where the sky is. The sky is unbearably blue. Unbearably! And then we get to do some clouds too. It'll be so fun when we do that. I got some brushes specifically for doing clouds. I'm pretty excited about it. So, I do think that I want to make this kind of like darker or something. Do some like black paint here. Okay, so I can kind of go ahead and make like a violet or something. Right here. make it a little bit, wash it out a little bit with some water. Of course, it's quite a bit opaque as far as paint goes, so it does kind of cover up a lot of the stuff that's already there. But that's something that we're just gonna have to redo. I'm super excited that Twitch kind of added that new tag feature. It's very exciting because you can really diversify your tags. You can also add 10 tags instead of just 5, which is a really big difference. I mean, things you can do with that. Possibilities are endless. Endless. I also, this is super random and just kind of out of nowhere, but I did want to say, I did recently get a follower while I was offline, and that would be from Shiro MW. Just wanted to say thank you, Shiro. I don't know if you watch VODs, but hey, if you do, and if you happen to have made it this far, thank you so much for the follow. You are awesome. I will definitely check out your channel if you've got one. And a bit later, I did see that surprise logging on. It was very nice. Very nice to see a surprise, especially when, you know, I've been offline for quite a bit, just to see little activity. It's very, very it's really awesome. It just kind of uplifts me and makes me feel pretty happy that that some people have come to seek me out. It feels very nice. So thank you for that, Shiro. Yeah. Cool person. Just a touch of orange. And kind of, a touch of white as well. Just kind of mellow that out just a bit. Maybe go over it with a little bit of white as well. Gotta have some good precision with this big brush, you know. Do a lot of really fast strokes. But they're very controlled. Even if they are very fast. Oh, that thing burns on my back. Ugh. You would think that having the camera strap over it is gonna hurt, and I thought that it was gonna really hurt to have that there, but shockingly, it does not really hurt at all. Like, yeah, I was actually really expecting it to be painful to put my chest strap over it, and yeah, it's really not too bad. Just, in fact, it's actually kind of helping because it's pushing it down, I guess. I don't know. A little pressure on it never hurt. I got my night coffee tonight. Wonderful night coffee. Definitely feel like I need that tonight. You know, I feel like it would be so fun one of these nights to live stream Slay the Spire. My husband and I have been pretty addicted to that game lately. We've really been playing it. It's been a lot of fun. Even my daughter is on board with it. She's so on board with it. In fact, she's very good at it too. It's kind of surprising and shocking, really. Just how well she handles it. head. And then a little bit of white here. Oh man, I'm having so much fun painting this dude. Big boy! Husband did a nice little throwback today on his live stream. A little throwback to a time when I went into Brutal Moose's live stream. And he was like, "Hey, son-in-law." I guess because I'm a first-time chatter, I'm not really sure. Man, that Kirby music is so good. I feel like there's something wrong with this track, though. I think it ends abruptly, but I can't remember. Put some sky in there. A little bit of scarlet. I think I've pretty much gotten through all my birthday messages. Except for anything that might be on comments on Facebook. Mostly just messages. Finally got through everything. Took me a while. People are so nice and super thoughtful. I wasn't expecting to get my inbox totally filled with lots of happy birthdays. It was very, very sweet. Definitely more so than any other year. Absolutely. I don't know where it came from, but it's very sweet. I must admit. So. I'm going to go ahead and make this quite a bit darker. Super fun. Gotta get some colors, rocks, and things like that. Just some underpainting going on here. Still very loose looking. Still very loose in color and form and shape. Lots of very loose brush strokes. Just to kind of feel where I'm going with this painting. Trust me when I say it is very necessary. It's very necessary to start as if it's vague shapes. It's sort of like when you're kind of focusing a lens, right? You start out just seeing blurry, vague images, but then you start to kind of see the details. you start to kind of see the details as you focus the lens. Painting is kind of like that if you are painting from imagination. And that's pretty much all I do. That's my specialty. That's my cup of tea. Whatever you want to call it. I like to paint from imagination. I like to be in control of that. It's a very good feeling to make your fantasies become something tangibly visible and viewable through the lens of other people. And the work that it takes to get there, it's a lot. But I will say that it's worth it every single time. My fave. My fave thing. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice to make like kind of like a cactus here, like a beaver tail cactus, and start kind of carving out the shape over here, all the way down here. Beaver tail cacti are super fun. You can just kind of crawl up the side here. You can kind of see, hopefully you can kind of see a little bit how it's looking. We're going to start dark and we're going to start moving to the light. Some light layers in there at some point. Some like little fruit in there. Okay, super. Maybe even like some flowers. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Play it by ear over here. That's what we'll do. Might be a little hard to see. Maybe if I kind of bend down, you can kind of get a better view of just the dark. There it is, right in the focus. Just kind of like the dark outlines of just the silhouette of where the cactus is going to sit. There. Go! So fun. Okay. Okay. Cool. Super awesome. Alrighty. So now let's kind of start making all of this look a little bit more like earth. And then over here as well, kind of get some earth tones going on in there. Yellow and violet are earth tones. Put yellow together with violet and create kind of like a color like this. Color inch its way into here. Go. A little more yellow. Want a little bit of yellow. That's an extremely bright yellow. Yellow from the sunshine. And we'll kind of just blend that into there. And then we're gonna kind of get our darker colors back here again. Maybe a tiny bit more blue. Kind of get some like colors that go across over here as well. Cool. Let's make some more. We'll use a little yellow, just a little bit of blue, and a little bit of red. Just gonna make this making a slightly different earth tone. That one's slightly too red, I guess. But like I said, this is the underpainting, so you know, we're kind of just looking for vague colors. And besides, I kind of want to do a little bit of like color vibration. I don't know if you've ever heard that term, but color vibration is kind of colors that waver. Like you start to kind of see like all different values, kind of instead of just one smooth value. Lots of times you'll see painters kind of do something called color vibration, where they use their colors in such a way that you'll get blotches of all kinds of different colors, but they work together harmoniously to create kind of a baseline color or tone that you perceive it as, when in reality it's a very wide mix of just tones that are vaguely similar to the one that you perceive it as. So it's like a lot of just wavering colors. Lots of different wavering colors. And you know, I haven't ever really done that. I tend to mix my paints very, very well and tend to do a lot of blending where it all looks very smooth and graphic. But you know, if I can achieve a look that ends up looking pretty decent with color vibration, well, I would like to keep that. I would like to learn the technique and make it look pretty decent. But you know, that's not something that really works too well for me or well with my paintings, I'm not above changing it. You know what I mean? I might just change it up and do what I traditionally do. But yeah, I'm just trying to step out my comfort zone anytime that I can. Any old time I can. Like to try new stuff. My back sure does burn right now. That's what I get for getting all those scorpions out of the yard. Sting on my ankle and a sting on my back. Never ever happened before, but yep, it finally did. I get some people coming through tonight and any requests to see the cool new finds. I'm definitely down to share, although it's not obligated. Especially right now, I'm pretty much in the zone, but I am just saying, it's something that I can do. Big colors in here. I think I can get some like red streaks. Canyon. You know? The layers of rock have red in them. Veins. Red layers in the rock. Wow. That's too fun. Lightning beam, yay! So fun. I sure do love lightning beam. We'll do some pale stripes too. Stripes of just pale color, like a milky white. So fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. Although I'm not sure how it'll look in the end. I do like this stripe down here. It's extremely subtle. Just kind of do it nice and subtle. Now, of course, we do have to paint over it to kind of make it look like, I kind of want it to hold the rock shape a little bit better. I do like the variation of color. I feel like it should probably kind of do stuff like this, like dip down into the crevices and then kind of follow along. And like this one right here where it goes down here and it goes up and it goes like that. Yeah. So fun. Okay. Well, I feel like that was helpful. I feel like that was good. Okay, so let's continue on with the ground down here. Oh, it looks like we got the technical difficulties going on here. That's my cue from GoPro to take a nice little break. I think I'm gonna chug some coffee and then I'll be back. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a break screen while I get everything set up again. And I shall see you guys shortly. it, you guys. Alright, so looks like camera's all reconnected. Everything seems to be working good. This is what we got so far. Lots of different colors now. Really trying to work on the environment and the environmental stuff, which goodness, I mean, making some progress, and now it actually doesn't look like just a kind of a gray wasteland. It does actually look like it is objects in a desert, which is good and helpful. Yes, it is. It is good and it's helpful. So, we're going to go ahead and add our stuff over here. We're just kind of mixing up a lot of paints and making it a little bit muddy. Just gotta make it a little bit muddy so that we can kind of make earth tones that are pretty believable earth tones anyways. Down here we can have a little bit of red. His Royal Majesty. He is a frightening one. This one right here, this big scary desert Hydra. And I can take some of this and some of this. Just can paint some kind of like a sky. Goodness, it's a lot harder to do than it looks. Especially with this brush. Probably not doing it with the right brush here. But yeah, we are working on some stuff. Some like ridges going in here, and these kind of like canyon-like structures. Yeah, there we go. Super. Ooh. I don't know how that orange got on there, but that wasn't supposed to happen. Oops. This brush is a little bit too rigid to use for this exact purpose, but it's doing something for me at least. It's good for covering a good majority of the canvas. Just lay down tons of paint, which I'm really just set out to do. Let's be honest. I'm just trying to throw down paint right now. Our color wavering, or color shifting, color vibration. That's what it's called. I forgot. Here we go. Definitely making progress tonight. Feels good to do that. Feels good to make progress. Absolutely. Wow, my back stings all of a sudden. Yep, here's what we have so far. It might be a little hard for you to kind of see because there does seem to be a bit of a glare. Let's be honest. There's a little bit of glare. More bits. Glare. Over there. I can't seem to pull my cord any further. I guess something snagged on it. Oh, okay. Got it. Let's see what it is. My bag of rocks is what's snagged on it. That's okay. Let's see how well we can actually view it from here. No, I may want to actually change angle. Put the light over there. Let's see. How is it now? How does it look now? A little better? Slightly? Slightly better. Not completely, just very slight. And how about this? Are we getting... We're still getting some glare, but I think that I've reduced kind of a lot of that glare. I wonder if there's a way I can get this to just sit up here. Yeah. Something like, kind of like this, but I can't seem to get the tripod to stay. Oh, wow. Boy, it's still a lot, though. Still a lot. Maybe if I angle it at the wall. And then perhaps if I angle this away as well. Still getting some glare. That's the only thing. Here, let's see. Boy, it sure looks dark now. Can't seem to get that lighting right? Alright, oh well. Let's just set it back to the way that it was. Just kind of have that there. This over here. Perhaps I could angle this upward or upright or something. Maybe even to the side over here. It's kind of the way it was. Yeah, so a little bit better. You might be able to get a better shot of everything. It's just the glare, it's hard sometimes. It's hard to look at. It's hard to see everything the way that it's meant to be seen. Alright, so let's get some more blue on the canvas. You wouldn't believe it, but blue is really necessary. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking we probably got some scorpion stowaways from going out camping and just leaving the house for a little bit. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. Boy, my back sure does burn. I definitely got a sting there. It felt like a sting. Yeah, felt like a scorpion sting. I'm rather certain that's what it is. Better start hunting in the house. See what I can find, because it does seem to be that we've got some visitors, unwanted visitors in here. Rains do tend to bring in the squirks, from what I hear. And we've been having some good rain. I do like that we've been having good rain. Too much of it. Very silly of me. Okay. Now, underpainting's coming along a bit. And it really is. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange. Getting some really good color going on here. It's nice to be back home, for real. Camping usually wipes me out a bit. Does a number on me. It's a lot of work. There we go. We gotta kind of like find the hues that we want to get. I'm definitely going to be using like gold to light up like where the sun is really going to reach. The sun really hits on this rock. And that's just going to be on very specific portions of the rock, of the kind of cliff side, I guess you could call it. Okay. acrylic. Just kind of blending with my brush here while the paint is still a little malleable. That's fun. So fun. Okay. Definitely kind of like a hue that should really emanate from the fire over here. Bit of a red hue, a deep red. Everything should be kind of cloaked in this deep maroon. Starting to kind of take form, but we can still really tell this is very much an underpainting. Lemon Fluff, thank you for the subscription. You are so sweet. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Lemon Fluff. Thank you so much for all of your support. Seriously. It means a lot to me. Subscriptions definitely help me with affording art supplies, and they contribute to paintings in every single way. There's quite a lot. Wouldn't you know it? I'm kind of thinking maybe I should cloak that in a little bit of blue, huh? Just a tiny bit. Starting to sound like Bob Ross. Help me. Help me. Jeebus. Goodness. Sound Bob Rossy over here. I do kind of need to get this to darken up, or maybe even shift hues a little bit. Let's get a little bit of, you know what, I think that's cobalt blue. I need cyan, not cobalt, but I think I can make the cobalt work. Did get a little bit of cyan in there, so that should work just fine. Okay. That up there probably needs to be a little bit bluish. That's okay. Alright. Where to begin next? A little bit of black paint. And then we can take some of this take some of this and then kind of like make our little dragon claws and feet over here. Yes, here we go. He's got thumbs, and here are his claws. Just gotta darken that up there. Kind of just make that a little bit more brown. We're just gonna blend that in with everything else. My gosh, my back burns. Oh, goodness help. It does hurt. My gosh. When I start to forget about it, the pain comes right back. And it's very unpleasant. Might just need to ice it tonight. Very possible. I may need to do that. Okay. Alrighty. So let's take some black and just darken up these. The little claws down here. I'm not really bending down to show you guys some claws, am I? Just not even paying any attention. No, you're not allowed to watch me paint. No, I'm painting in front of you. And your way up. Most certainly is not my favorite angle, but that's okay. We'll start working in lighter colors, and then it should be a little bit easier. Blue. And I'll just muddy that up for a sec there. No big deal. And then we can kind of darken this up down here. definitely need some really high contrast going on right here. So the extension of his tail should be kind of coming around and whipping around like this, and then he can have like something at the end of his tail, but I haven't really decided what yet. Perhaps like some kind of like spiky plant leaves, little leaves at the end of his tail there. Something possibly kind of like that, like a little, it's like little lashes, you know? Very fun, super fun. And there we go. Oh gosh, it looks like, well, I just heard back from a friend, and it looks like I just, helped them, get, away from a scam? I guess they were just about to be scammed. You know those, you ever heard of those particular scams where they tell you about some kind of, it's like an email, and they'll tell you about some kind of inheritance that you've earned because some distant family relative passed away, and you know, you never heard about that person, but like you believe it happened because it's some ridiculous amount of money, so you're hopeful, and it's like, you know, you've got this, I guess, inheritance that they, you know, they can't find, they say they can't find anyone else in the bloodline, so they reach out to you, and then like they ask for like a cut of money or something like that, and that you have to send that before you get your money. Well, it looks like one of my old internet pals almost just fell for one of those. I can't even believe that. They almost fell for that. Gosh, it's not good. Not good. Stay wary, folks. Don't fall for internet scams. Don't answer zero credibility emails and assume that that just because it sounds really awesome that it must be true, because it's probably too good to be true. Because that's just how it works, you know. You can't earn this inheritance money thing, you know, like it's extremely rare. There probably are just very few people on the planet. It's probably less likely to happen that you're going to that you're going to inherit millions of dollars from some unheard of family relative, and then that's like over email. You know what I mean? Like, just don't ever answer those emails. They're not real. I literally cannot believe. I told them to be careful when they were saying that their girlfriends won some kind of, or got some kind of inheritance money, and And she didn't seem too bummed about the family relative passing away, like she doesn't know them, so it's like... who's gonna believe that? You know what I mean? I'm gonna redo this over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and redo a little bit of this. And, I just want to redo some of this. Some darker colors in here real quick. Cool. And yes, if it sounds too good to be true, they say it probably is too good to be true. Therefore, it's not true, you know? Like, you don't fall for the scams, you guys. I don't know how or why, but it does seem to be that quite a few of my friends, my internet friends, have fallen for these things. Family, relatives have fallen for these things. And, just be careful out there, you know? Holiday season is coming around, and you know that's when they're the most active. They want to get your bank details, you know? They want to get that good cheddar from your bank account. They want you to send money or send your bank info, and just don't do it. You know, just don't. Just be safe out there. Don't send verification codes to people. If a person is messaging you about a verification code of any kind, don't do it. Don't send anything to them. They are trying to get into an account that does not belong to them. Don't give them what they want. They are scammers. And they're abundant. Like I said, holiday season's just on the way. It's on the way, man. We're at the tail end of summer. It's coming. We're inching near fall. And as we get closer to fall, you'll start to see a huge rise in scams. They're abundant. They are abundant. Something kind of like that would be a little better, perhaps. With this little spritz in. Wow, my pack burns like this guy caught it on fire or something. Goodness, must be some scorpion sting action right on my back. You know, I must have hitched a ride in my shirt or something. Which is no fun. It's no fun. Okay. So I do think that I should probably turn some of this red. I'm just gonna kind of take like a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, a little bit of vermilion. My vermilion's actually kind of like low, or all dried up on the palette. Alright, wow! Has it already been? It's almost been 2.5 hours. So I went live a little bit late tonight. My daughter kind of struggled to go to bed, so I definitely stayed with her to try to make things a little easier for her to go to sleep. It wasn't easy for her because she took a nap today, and days where she takes naps, usually she's just not as interested in going to bed. So I streamed a little bit late. I started a little bit late tonight. Have to be delicate around this ivy. Might want to completely redo it, you know? Yellow in there. Feel like I should just be using a little bit of red. Maybe even just kind of make it look like his eye is kind of in motion or something. Let's try something. I don't know if this is something I want to do. But we'll see. back and thumbnail it. Really push back. I feel like I really like the eye gleam better. So let's do that. Let's just erase this. Good thing acrylics are very forgiving. Good thing. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of start with that. And then just let it dry for a bit, and then we'll go over it again. Too small of a detail to really matter right now anyway. That's how I feel. Let's go ahead and get our cat tongue brush back out. I covered it in black paint and just left it there, so I guess I have to wash it really good later. Oops. Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I do mess that up. It's really quite alright though. Black and a little bit of red. Not a bunch, just a bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry I'm so quiet today. I mean, at least I was very chatty earlier, but goodness, right now I'm pretty much in the zone. Really in the zone. Maybe that's a good thing, you know? That is a good thing. Get some angled brush strokes in there. Right there. Okay, that's starting to look more fiery. okay. We'll kind of keep it like that for now. Get ourselves some white paints on our brush. Go ahead and put that. Turn it red. All the outline area. Just gonna turn it red. So far it's okay. So we'll do a little bit of fixing up. Too long. Nice little red. Get ourselves a nice little red gleam. Really work our way in. A little bit of this orange. Just a tiny bit of that, tiny bit of that, tiny bit of this. Alright. And then we can do the egg itself. Hopefully that looks pretty okay. It's hard for me to really tell. So much fun, oh my gosh. I just love painting. What an adventure. It's freaking awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Lumenpa. Gosh, you're so sweet. You know how I love my dragons. Really try to make the dragons look as fantastical and you know, fantasy-esque as possible. Very fantastic. Really just love the feeling of being able to create something and just kind of be able to show you the things in my imagination, even if it's not perfect or it's not exactly to a T the way that I initially envisioned it. It's still really fun to be able to paint and just make it into a thing. A thing that I may show you. Okay. Walk around the campus. She's a thirsty dragon. Very thirsty. This canvas needs a little hydration. Hydration for the Hydra. So silly. So very silly. A little bit more yellow. And then kind of go around his eye like that. He is a green boy. It's fun because the interesting thing about using just yellow over black is that it looks green. It's a really fun and super neat trick. Trick of the eye. One of those takes of things. I feel like with this dark black paint, you can kind of maybe try to darken up the pits around the eye. So fun. That eye gleam. My gosh, so much fun. Okay, and then a little bit more yellow. We're gonna kind of do something like this. I just gotta try to get the yellow to be a little bit more visible. A little more opaque, I guess. Yes. So much fun. And of course the sunlight is illuminating these guys from behind. Kind of from behind them, so we're just going to kind of use some yellow to do that as well. Yep. Some more yellow. I get these guys lit up over here. Lit up from the sunlight. Yellow glow in there. A nice yellow glow. My paint's all trying to dry out. My goodness. My paint really wants to dry up. My paint wants to be over and done. But we aren't done. We are not done, silly paints. Hang in there. Silly paint. Just need it to hang in there for a little bit. There's some little yellow paint. There we go. So my friend Vivi said that she's working on a dragon right now. And she's a really awesome artist. I went to school with her. And I haven't seen her make art in a really long time, but she's a really wonderful artist though. And I'm just glad to hear that she's working on an art project of her own. She went to an art school at some point. I don't know exactly how it went, but yeah, she's good at art. Definitely promote her if she had like socials and stuff like that. The moment she's kind of like, think not really doing that kind of thing right now. I'm not really sure, but eventually it'd be really cool to promote her stuff because her art is super sublime. At least it was back in the day then, and I'm sure nothing's changed. Or she's the same wonderful artist she always was. I remember back in the day I used to do, oh, it looks like my camera's out. Since there's not a whole lot of time left on the clock, I think I'm just gonna, instead of throwing it into a break screen, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and reconnect the camera. I mean, how bad could it be? Shouldn't take too long now. The setup is usually, it's pretty quick to reconnect once I start working on it. It's connecting to the server currently. Okay. And then that should be good. And we should be able to continue. Should be on the right dimensions. Let's see if it reconnects. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and advance this forward. Alright, perfect. Looks like it's connected again. Looks like we are back. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad of a wait that time in particular. So yeah, here's what we have so far. He's really quite the desert Hydra. Gotta go ahead and put more yellow on my palette. Not a ton, just a little. Music's so funny. This is from some Disney racing game on the N64, Nintendo 64, back in the day. I did love that console quite a lot. Definitely was the console. Was the console of my household anyways. And I've always been a Nintendo fangirl in particular. It's gotta be Nintendo. It's just gotta be Nintendo. Gotta do some blending, make this this particular face look a little bit more, I don't know, correct, I guess. Some yellow is doing the tricks over here. Just a bit of yellow. That's all it takes. Sometimes Sometimes all it takes is literally just blending with a single color. But of course, you can't just make a painting with one single color. Just kidding. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I forget what it's called, but there is a technique where you can just kind of paint with specifically one color, and all you really have control of is the value. So you can add black and white, you can do the value, you can do the saturation, and those are the only changes. But the hue itself, you only use one color, just one hue, and you can actually make some really, really cool paintings that don't even look like you're only using one color. Just because you have so much control over things like saturation, for instance. And I can add quite a bit more. And then right here. Of course, this particular paint is kind of thin, so it's better for blending than it is for really laying down thick, just yellow lines. Let's kind of get a little bit of, I'm going to use a little bit of ultramarine. Just a tiny bit of. Tiny bit of ultramarine. And a tiny, tiny bit of vermilion. Mostly still going to use yellow, but we do kind of want to deepen this a little bit. I think cyan might actually be really good for this, for a nice high saturation, just a touch of it. Nice high saturation green. Kind of see me mixing up the paint over here. Okay. That might be a little too high saturation there. In fact, I might want to make this color right here. In order to do that, I might need to take a little bit of cobalt blue and a little bit of orange. Mix those together with some yellow. More cobalt, more orange, and yellow. Just kind of get that in there. And it's quite a bit dark. I might be able to lighten that up a little bit. Add a little bit more yellow, and add a little bit more white to it as well. Just kind of even it out. Definitely needs to be a lot more yellow in there. We want to match that color. It's pretty similar. Not quite, but we can work with this, especially since it's pretty opaque. Oh yeah, we can definitely work with this. No doubt. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with this. It's all working out in the end. You know, during my last stream, I do apologize. The last stream, I realized that I had the mic touching the canvas, and because of that, I got a lot of crazy sounds, a lot of thuds and bumps and stuff that I didn't know were there. So, I'm trying to be more careful about that kind of stuff happening. Yeah, so should be all good this time. I moved the mic back, and as long as y'all can hear me, should be golden then. Alrighty, so that should conclude tonight's stream. So we definitely kind of worked on more of the underpainting, got a lot of the really big stuff done and out of the way, which is super fun. I'm gonna try and it's really hard to not get glare on the canvas. I wonder if stepping back helps at all, but yeah, so anyways, this was kind of what we have here thus far. So we're on session 8, I think. But this session is, all of our sessions lately have been kind of great progress. Thank you. Thank you. I think, it's been kind of slow in the progress just because I have been doing shorter sessions. So shorter sessions don't necessarily mean that's not a bad thing. It does mean that the number's going to be probably higher as far as sessions go than the norm. So yeah, I mean, it's just something that I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and call it a night then. Yep, I'm just getting things set up so that I can just do a nice little credits thing. Yeah, it'll be super fun next session because I'll actually be able to start getting into some good detail, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, because once I get this underpainting done, then that means I can actually get into the really fun detail stuff. And yeah, it's kind of like when you've got a telescope or something, and you're kind of focusing the image. It starts out blurry, and then you get focused in, and then it ends up being a little bit more clear. So that's usually how I operate when it comes to making paintings. So yeah. Alright, you guys, I will catch you next time. I'm kind of hoping that I'll stream tomorrow, but now that I think about it, tomorrow's Friday. I've got company coming over Saturday and Sunday, so I think I think I'll probably just end up calling it a night, and we'll see where we go from there, right? Alright guys, thank you so much for your support. Catch you next